Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to introduce you to this book by Michael J. Sandel. Michael J. Sandel, yes, of the Tyranny of Merit. I've uploaded my Chinese version of my introduction to this book. So yeah. I'll try to do a Putonghua version afterwards, a Mandarin version. And if you could understand Cantonese, it would be best if you watch that that video because that's my mother tongue after all. I could explain and express things more clearly and more thoroughly there, and if you don't, then watch the Pulan version or whatever. I'm pretty fluent if in both English and Mandarin, if you ask me, but yeah, it's down something. Anyway, let's go into this book. This book, The Tyranny of Merit, is explores into the world of merit and the system of meritocracy. The term meritocracy means that how people give merit and how people admire people. Uh, in this capitalist free market society, people believe that that effort and diligence brings brings fortune and brings success in general. Whether success is defined by fame, by fortune, by whatever. And this brings the thought that if you are not successful, if you are unsuccessful, then then it is because you are lazy. It is because you are stupid. It is because you are useless. And you can't blame it on others. You can't blame it on external factors. It is solely due to your internal factors. This is what the society tells us. This is what the capitalist society tells us. It is most definitely beneficial to to those in power, to the capitalists, to the rich and powerful, and it is most certainly disadvantages to the commoner like us, and of and this brings depression to to the masses, and also it it makes them it makes the common people think that they are the ones to blame. They believe this train of thought, and stop blaming on the system, the meritocracy of the society. Uh, I want to show you some pictures, but no, there aren't. By the way, this book is like 200 pages, so it's not that thick at all. The author, Michael Santos, teaches political philosophy at Harvard University. His work mostly explores the morals and the thoughts of people in this market-driven capitalist society, especially post Cold War, because the whole world is engulfed in capitalism, to with following the collapse of the Soviet Union, the USSR, and the earlier reform and open up of the PRC, the People's Republic of China, the China we know now, aka the China we know now. So, uh, back to this book. Of course, this book is an expression of his thoughts, and my whole moral and philosophy is heavily influenced by this book, because we live in a capital society and we cannot escape from it. We need money, and with the wealth gap expanding, with the wealth gap expanding, and the rich getting richer, the poor getting poorer, sort of Matthew effect. The more the wealthy gets more, the poor gets less. People may start to hate the rich and powerful, and I somehow do too, because people start to think that they aren't the only ones to blame, which is actually good. But the hate doesn't resolve anything. The hate does the hate is irrational, and only driven by anger and fear and fury, and it is not a constructive force. It is the destructive force that can't even destroy anything because the system is too well built. Their fury should not be towards the individuals that are rich and powerful. Their fury should be towards the whole system. Of course, I'm not talking about Marxism and socialism here, but uh, we need a fairer and more dignity. Yes, the term dignity is introducing here. More dignity-based society and social system, so that uh, the happiness and joyfulness of the masses can be ensured. So, under the system, people cannot find the true cause of their preferences or I don't know, just unsuccessfulness. Because that's first of all, we have a accumulation of capital across across the centuries, across generations, so that the poverty can be passed on, and wealth can also be passed on, and taxes are clearly not nearly enough. So there's one of the factors. Secondly, we have that successfulness. Like people like I don't know what people like Elon Musk, and other people can go can earn money from rags riches, so-called American dream. But this takes not only diligence, wisdom, what opportunity, but also takes probability. There is as there is essentially and eternally a probability that one may fail in this competition. It's so the failed people, the so-called failures, I'm not Stephen He, but the so-called failures will will think that they lost because they are less valuable. That their value is less. They are not smart enough. They are not diligent enough, and they may go to work harder, but if they fail again, because the probability isn't that high, but if they fail again, then they may get frustrated and depressed and fall into some so-called not mentioned in the book, not mentioned in the book, but so-called learned helplessness. As to what this is, you can search online, and I if you want to, you can if you want to hear from me, you can comment about down below, because I won't go into depth in this concept because one, this is not a part of the book, and second, I'm not a psychologist. This is a psychological concept. So anyway, back to the book. So Michael Sandel has reached a conclusion that this meritocracy is is unfair. It's straight out unfair, and because the failed persons hate the successful persons and cannot find a reason why. The solution, or a better case, better system, not a perfect one, but certainly better, is dignity. To give dignity to everyone, regardless of their success, or regardless of where they're successful or failed, or unsuccessful. So just it's simple actually. Just give dignity, give equal respect to everyone, which is a social norm we're trying to go but hardly reached. The, this what do I want to say? Yeah, this march towards justice and equality is an internal issue for mankind, and Michael Sandels just added a brick to the wall, a brick to the building. Yet this is Yet it is important in this time, that we remember this internal quest, because because we're forgetting it. And if we do forget it, then it's over. It's basically over. We fall into a dystopia. And if you've read novels and watched movies, you know that how hard it is to come up from a dystopia. So this book is heavily influenced by philosophy, because it states that that it is not my fault, that it is not solely my fault. Of course, it is partly my fault, but it is not solely my fault that I am unsuccessful. It applies to everyone actually. I'm just a commoner. Worse he said, I'm just nobody. I'm a nobody, and you're nobody. You are also a nobody. We are nobodies. Compared to Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, we are nobodies. Anyway, I've stopped. I've stopped this. So anyway, this provides a a new aspect, not brand new, not certainly not brand new, but but a relative new aspect for for us to judge the society and see how we can improve this capitalist society to a more equality based, a more respect based society that most of us most likely want to live in. Okay, that's pretty much it. Thank you for your time, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And sorry I couldn't provide many much images, because you see there are no images or photos. There's pure words, and it's not exactly that fun showing you these words. So I'd rather just stare at these chairs. Yeah, I'm running out of things to say. Thank you, and goodbye. Have a nice day.